Can a mansion be worth less than the dirt that it sits on? This might be the first. In today's video, I'm critiquing this brutalist architecture in Trousdale, Beverly Hills. So if you ever decide to build, design, or remodel a brutalist architecture like this, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the guy who makes sure you have the highest resale value when you build, remodel your own property. Let's watch this video together.
I promise you've never seen a home like this. Today I'm taking you inside a true one-of-a-kind property here in Beverly Hills on one of the most sought-after streets with jaw-dropping views. It's built like a concrete fortress with custom details you won't find anywhere else. Throughout the tour, I'll tell you why this is my new favorite home in Los Angeles and why I would buy it if I had the means. Let's begin. Alright, let's begin the tour. Behind the camera, we have a toll gate fabricated out of aluminum with all these rivet details, opening up to this spacious circular motor court.
Pay attention. This is by far one of the worst design choices ever, okay? He's right about the location. Trousdale plays perhaps the second or third best street in all of Trousdale, but what they've done with the motor court has had incredibly horrible consequences in the rest of the video, which you will find out.
The home wraps around this motor court, and the team that designed and constructed this property, the ID Group, took inspiration from Stonehenge, a prehistoric stone monument that's located in southern England. So the home, whether it's its board-formed concrete walls, these vertical recessed in sections, really leans into this brutalist, all concrete aesthetic. And I also love the fact that there are no windows here.
Well, the Stonehenge has a lot of openings, and it's not made out of concrete, they're stone. A lot more natural, softer tone. But brutalist, he's right. This is as brutalist as it gets. The concrete brings it and brings it heavy. But what doesn't is the aluminum finish on the gate and the rest of the property. It makes it look very cheesy, like a set from a movie that was made in the 70s for a futuristic event that never happened.
Now, to my left, we have a small opening that leads you to two guest suites. One of them is detached. That way, these guest suites have easy access to the entry of this property. You can also see these 𝗕𝗃𝗵 trees that are commonly used in minimalist, brutalist architecture. And the motor court itself is pretty grand. You can easily park 10 to 12 cars here.
Please don't. Please. I don't think Enes understands the concept of this motor court. I've driven past this street millions of times. I have clients on the same street. And this property looks like the definition, like the granddaddy, papa of all brutalist architectures. It looks like a bunker from the outside. And whoever who commissioned this house, the architect, the designers, decided that was not enough. We need to double down, okay? And they've created this void, which dictates a lot of issues later on in the property you will see. To create this void as an approach, as a wow factor, but for this design to make sense is minimalistic. It has to look pristine and empty like this. It's designed to deprive you of all your senses to you will have a release later on, right? Sucks out all the energy, and then when you open the door, you gives it back all to you, right? It's supposed to do that. So by parking cars over here, it's a horrible idea. You just destroyed the whole wow factor.
And to my right, we have the 3-car garage with a roll-up door that I'll showcase later.
It's basically a 2-car garage, and he knows it's not enough. He's trying to tell you to park in the driveway, which will block you making a circle anyways if you do that too.
It's an experience to tour this property and see it in person. And from the moment you step onto the motor court, you know you arrived at something truly one of a kind. And the foyer delivers on that message. The same board form concrete walls that we saw on the exterior wrapped to the interior. But every time they wanted to place a concrete wall or a concrete column on the interior, they chose this smoother aesthetic rather than going with the board form look where you can see the holes for the rods that hold these forms in place.
Yeah, that did the trick. Oh my God. This became so much softer on the eye. Okay, this is gray on gray on gray. Exterior continues to the interior and keeps the focus on the view.
The foyer reveals the plot, where we're situated, and these truly unobstructed views. How do you not react to a view like this? Your infinity edge pool, the entire city is in front of you, from the Pacific Ocean all the way to downtown Los Angeles.
Except you don't have a focal point. They tried to get the both views and they got neither. The focal point is a regular unobstructed view. So you have to go all the way to the edge of the property, like where they took this shot from the swimming pool, look to the left to find downtown LA. When you had an incredible view, which is insane not to cater this lot, which is a fantastic lot, towards capitalizing on the best view. But it again has a lot to do with deciding to create this humongous motor court, which you have to keep empty all the time.
We have a massive skylight bringing natural light, and underneath that is this really cool motorcycle, or more of a sculpture. It was built by Combat Motors, formerly known as Confederate Motorcycles, and the chassis is actually built out of a single block aerospace grade aluminum.
That looks really comfortable. It's a cool art piece, though. I give him that. I don't think he can really write this. Is that the back seat for the passenger?
Now let's continue this way. Next up, we have the main living room. I really appreciate the span here, the ceiling height, how open this space is. Furnishings feel very cozy. This is all staging, by the way. But the star of the room is the view, unobstructed. Now, Armand, can you follow me to the side here? Because I actually want you to face towards the glass assembly here. I want to show something. You have a keypad here. You enter the passkey and it primes the hydraulics. Now we have to wait a little bit. This is a guillotine door. I mean, it's absolutely wild. It goes into the floor and creates a seamless transition between the interior and the exterior. In my opinion, one of the most impressive spaces in Los Angeles.
How is that seamless? You first have to wait for the hydraulics to prime. Then it takes like 2 minutes for this guillotine wall to come down. You just lost the buzz, man. How is that seamless? But it's funny because he said this is one of the most impressive spaces in all of Los Angeles.
In my opinion, one of the most impressive spaces in Los Angeles.
It's definitely not, but it could have been. Let me explain. The 2 lots next to you is owned by one of the richest men in the world. And those lots, which he paid around $30, $32, $34 million for each, don't even get this downtown LA view. And this owner, this architect, designer, did not even bother to position the living experiences towards the view that people pay millions and millions of dollars extra.
Now, going to the other side, we have another incredible feature. This is a fireplace. And this is 𝗖cie 𝗸𝗂 grade aluminum. It's actually an aluminum alloy made with magnesium and silicone. So it's corrosion resistant, lightweight, structurally sound, and they use it throughout the home, whether it's the light fixtures, fireplaces, and it complements the brutalist aesthetic of this home really well.
It hurts the brutalist architecture of this home. Let me explain why. First of all, aluminum is not a luxury metal. And second, the application, the shapes are extremely cheesy, like a freaking movie set from a really bad movie. Third, it really doesn't contrast at all with the concrete board form, concrete and grays that you have everywhere. You could have gone with a copper finish. You could have used any other alloy but aluminum. It just so cheapens out the whole style. It makes it like a comical in a way. And to me, it just doesn't equate for people actually paying the extra for.
But now let me bring everybody this way. This is the TV room, a cozy lounging area right next to your kitchen. Views are absolutely fantastic. And we have sliding glass doors here, again, seamlessly opening up this space to the exterior.
Your views are blocked from here too. You see all these columns, that's your Century City view, and your downtown LA view is somewhere behind this column or this wall over here. I'm glad the living area is right next to the kitchen, but beside that, it's just, you know, why would you buy a view lot to begin with if you're not going to optimize for the view?
Now, next up, I want to take everybody this way. Actually, Arman, can we turn to this side? This is the front section of the bar. Look at the custom fabrication here. Again, these oversized fasteners, railing on the bottom. We have a Sub-Zero fridge on this side. And the reason I'm mentioning that is the fact that we have another one on this side here. But this is actually not a fridge. It's just a cabinet.
To put your microwave in there? Come on. Come on. I just made the video for 15 worst kitchens, and this would have killed that list. This has to be the worst. Like, if Frankenstein was an interior designer, he wouldn't have designed something better than this. This is horrible. I don't even know where to start.
And look at the upper cabinet here, how the corners are nicely curved. Look at all the hinges here and this custom handle, and even the back section of the cabinet, or the cabinets here, are also aluminum.
It didn't even have a shelf. Like, how are you going to use that cabinet? It's just one empty box.
I mean, look at the light fixtures above. The aluminum fabrication, circular openings, the light tube, how it's bolted to the ceiling with the conduit. These also match the aesthetic of the vanities that we're going to see in a second.
What is this? Is this a torturing device? Like, they tie your hands to the handles and just waterboard you. What the hell?
And coming back to here, on the other side, we have the formal dining room.
Away from the view. Great. You're on one of the best view streets in all of Beverly Hills, and you're not allowed to look at it. You have to come on the internal side, in the bunker, next to the concrete, smooth concrete, and enjoy it.
Circular table, same perforated metal panels, and over here we have another skylight. But can we talk about this light fixture?
No, let's talk about that painting. Who was it done by? That was really to suck the energy out of you. I bet you they paid millions for that white painting.
I feel like this is going to be more of a reaction tour than me talking about the details, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get carried away, and this is going to be an hour-long tour. But bear with me, this home is worth it. It is truly one of a kind.
Look at all these watermarks over here. You see that? Concrete shows whenever there's water intrusions. You can see the drip lines. Also, you can sometimes feel the moisture, like the concrete is sweating when it gets wet outside. And when it intrudes, it leaves marks, and you can really, you know, it takes the aesthetic away, that clean sharpness when you actually get it. And also over time, cracks form from just natural settling, earthquakes. So it's a really rough finish, and when you overuse it, it could look ugly with age instead of looking pretty with age.
Next up, I want to quickly take everybody to the office. Here we have reclaimed oak hardwood floors.
Oh my God. We got some natural wood in the property. Such a weird transition to these like really, you know, narrow planks from that board form concrete and the gray floors and tiles and stones. Definitely not seamless. And the most criminal thing is that even from this office, we don't get clear angle downtown LA views.
Now going back, I want to quickly take everybody to the library, comfortable seating, and on the back, you can see the built-ins. Now, given that the interior walls of this home are all concrete, everything else they wanted to add, they simply put it in front of these walls.
You know what else that means? To redo the electrical, plumbing, or opening up walls and closing them, combining rooms, renovations are almost impossible or extremely expensive. But what's even crazier, they decided to have a dedicated library in front of the office. It should have been one space that caters to both. Why would you leave your office to go to another space, which is not even as good as the first space, the office, to read a book? And this library is really a decor library. This is not a serious library. I don't think you would ever actually use this space.
And also over here, we have a massive picture window in the center, 2 casement windows facing the side of the property. I mean, this half wall design, the thickness of this wall is absolutely insane.
What? You really impressed by the thickness of the wall? Oh my god. Okay. Whatever gets you going, buddy.
Now, let's go back to the hallway again. Industrial light fixtures above. But first, let's check out the chef's kitchen. This is a proper commercial grade chef's kitchen.
This is the warmest area in the house so far. This is really nice. This is where you're going to be spending majority of your time. If you purchase this property, the natural wood here really popped out.
Next up, we have the steps here taking us to this section. To my left, we have another exterior door. Here, we have the staircase leading you to the lower level. And Armand, can we show this frame? I mean, this section looks intimidating. Board form concrete walls, these industrial light fixtures, bulky steel railing. This is wild, and we're gonna see the lower level later, which is an insane space.
Did you spot the flaw? I always pause the frame and ask my subscribers to spot the flaw because it's a muscle you have to exercise. I give you guys 3 seconds. Now, while you're thinking, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If you're not a subscriber, if you want to support the channel, you enjoy watching the videos, the best way to support it is to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. 3, 2, 1. Vertical connectivity, right? It's all the way at the corner of the property. Property of this caliber should certainly have 2 staircases going to the basement, 100%, or one very, very central. And this one just doesn't.
And lastly, we have the door here opening up to the garage. You can easily park 3 cars here. I like the high ceiling, industrial light fixtures. There's also an electric car charger on the back.
Wait a minute. Was that some extra aluminum left from the construction? And you can comfortably park 2 cars. This is a 2-car garage, $65 million home with 5 bedrooms.
Now, before we continue with the right wing of the property, I want to quickly show you the backyard.
But before we do that, how much is this property really worth? It's listed for $65 million. And in my professional opinion, to everyone else in the world, except the extremely wealthy neighbor, it's worth less than the dirt value. Let me explain why. They've got 2 things really, really wrong that are interconnected. By allocating this central motor cord to really do your approach wow factor, to showcase the brutal architecture, to create that void, deprive your feelings before releasing it, you ate the majority, the best part of the lot, where you really could have built up space where you would have had a way bigger backyard than you currently do, which you will find in part 2 of this video. So to 99.9% of the buyers, this is a teardown. And guess what? It costs a lot of money to tear down a concrete bunker and haul all the concrete out and build a new structure. But to the next door neighbor, it could solve a massive problem that a lot of Trousdale properties do. He's already purchased 2 lots next to each other. This one will just provide more privacy for him. And this whole motor court and structure could be his showroom for his vehicles. If he can get this passed by the city, getting into this motor court as a foyer for your garage would look beautiful, because I don't see any other way to really keep this structure when it does not really utilize the best view angles that they could have got. With that said, in part 2, I'm going to cover the backyard, the other side of the property, and the basement, and give you guys an Arvin score. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys in the comments.